Look, squad, I just saw a video, right? Well, shit, right? I had to redo that damn whole intro because your boy got his hair in his mouth. And that was wild. But look, guys, we were wrong, guys. Now, don't be alarmed, all right? And this isn't to fear monger, guys. This is, this is a serious topic, right? And yo, we were wrong, guys. We were wrong about the rapture on September 23rd. You know why we were wrong, guys? Because we weren't looking at the right fucking calendar. Now, I stumble across a video, right? And tell me why. And this is not the video about the lady saying prepare and grab new fresh chonies, right? And a month's supply at chonies at that. No, so there's a new video that just surfaced, right? Talking about the rapture was wrong, guys. It was not September 23rd. The real rapture is October 6th, right? And because we were looking at the wrong calendar, and this lady was saying that how could Jesus have even known?
The rapture is back on, and you might think that the pastor who gave the original prophecy that it was going to be on September 23rd was wrong, but you would be wrong because he was actually right all along. And I know what you're thinking. How could that be? You did not see any bodies flying towards the sky on September 23rd. Well, it is because we were using the wrong calendar. Jesus doesn't know that we changed our calendar, and we should have been using the Julian calendar.
So the calendar that she's referring to is the never mind. Look, that shit got me all messed up and twisted. Look, the calendar she's referring to is the Julius calendar or the Julian calendar or whatever the case is. And this is what it looks like. So we're going to do a deep dive on the video that I saw, right? But the only reason why you guys didn't see people being beamed up into the sky and being saved by, you know, his holy matrimony, Jesus, or what have you, it's because the date was wrong, guys. It wasn't September 23rd. We've been using the wrong calendar this whole time.
The rapture is back on, and you might think that the pastor who gave the original prophecy that it was going to be on September 23rd was wrong, but you would be wrong because he was actually right all along. And I know what you're thinking. How could that be? You did not see any bodies flying towards the sky on September 23rd. Well, it is because we were using the wrong calendar. Jesus doesn't know that we changed our calendar, and we should have been using the Julian calendar because that is the calendar that they used back in the day. So it is now rescheduled to October 6th to 7th.
So guys, if only we knew, right? If only we knew that we should have been using the calendar that Jesus used. Or, vice versa. Why didn't Jesus tell us that we were using the wrong calendar? We would have been way more prepared. And I feel so sorry about everybody who just sold their vehicles or sold their house and, thought that the rapture was the 23rd. But really, they were just 2 weeks early. It's going to happen the 6th, guys.
Jesus doesn't know that we changed our calendar, and we should have been using the Julian calendar because that is the calendar that they used back in the day. So it is now rescheduled to October 6th to 7th.
That calendar is behind by 13 days.
Now, Percy is very relieved because he was very stressed out about this.
So she says Percy's relieved, right? But to be completely honest with you, I think we're all relieved if I can speak for everybody. Because look, we thought it was the 23rd, but not only that, we have a few more weeks, we have one more week to get it with our loved ones, from the time of the original rapture. So, Percy's not only relieved, I'm relieved. I bet you're relieved.
He thought that God had spoken to him directly and that it was going to be on September 23rd, but now it all makes sense. And he is not alone. There are a lot of people who are coming back online and saying that they are sure this time.
Shit, guys, I was so stressed out until I realized we were using the wrong calendar. Right? Now, not only that, this is great news, right? The people that just sold their houses and their cars can go ahead and sell the rest of their shit because they're not going to need it for the new date, guys. I mean, your car? What the fuck is that, guys? An apartment? A house? You're not going to take any of that stuff with you to heaven when you go up with Jesus Christ. Your cell phone? Guys, get rid of everything else.
I have some disappointing news. The guy that sold his car and said that he was no longer going to talk about the rapture publicly, he has pretty much walked that back at this point. He has been making a lot of videos about the rapture, and while he has not said that it will be on October 6th or 7th, he is liking a bunch of comments and kind of being like wink wink about it.
Yeah, that man's liking a bunch of comments because that's all he really can do at this point. That dude sold his car and his shit.
I got my shofar yesterday. Jesus is coming very, very soon. If you know, you know. Wink, wink.
So it looks like
What what really can he do? Okay, guys, let's break this down, right? This was all hypothetical and theoretical, not the video. People actually believe this, right? And I don't know what makes them believe shit like this. That's what's crazy to me. Obviously, you guys can tell that I was being sarcastic about the whole video, right? And I'm not being sarcastic and I'm not making fun of people's mental illnesses or, the way that they overextend things or exaggerate or how they feel about things, right? But it's crazy that someone can make a post about Jesus coming, right? And in the Bible, biblically stating if it is or isn't, from a lot of the things that I read on articles or what have you, it says that nobody would know when the rapture is going to be here, right? Nobody's going to know when Jesus is coming. Like, not even a soul will know.
So it looks like we are going to get to do all of this again very soon, and I will keep you updated on any rapture news.
So what makes you think that someone's going to give you a date and you're going to believe that shit? And I mean, not you, but, the ones who do. So I thought this was interesting today, and I just stumbled across this video and I had to get the news out, guys. You guys got to prepare. Get your fresh chonies and whatever you need, cause once you see that light and you start beaming up, you're going to shit yourself. God damn. Yeah, no, but yo, don't believe any of this stuff, y'all. Like, a lot of people, they get fear mongered, and the people who are fear mongering are just taking advantage of, said people's insecurities or their fears or what have you. So, and it sucks because a lot of people really did sell their cars and their houses and their belongings and shit, thinking that they were going to fucking beam into the sky. So, yeah, I don't know what is going on with the world, y'all, but this is going on today. Like, this is going on right now. You guys can search up Rapture Talk still, and it's going on. And the new date, guys, is October 6th because we're using the wrong calendar, mind you. Yo, we gotta fucking get our shit together, guys. We gotta do better. We should have been using Jesus' calendar. Yeah, no, but this was a deep dive on this, y'all, and hope you guys don't believe everything you see on the internet, and that's facts. But much love, Tentoez family, and see you later.